uh, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished speakers, representatives from corporate and public sector enterprises, members of civil societies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It is my privilege to share with you about the role of DPE and CPSEs in the endeavor of enabling sustainable enterprises transformation. And I bring all the best wishes from my secretary, Mr. K. Moses Chalai, the Secretary of DPE, for this event. And I'm very happy and privileged to be part of this conclave, ET Now Champions of CSR Conclave 2025. So whatever I will say will be also available on the slide itself. So it will be two-way communication. You can see, you can read, and you can also listen. For our guys who would like to just close your eyes and sit back, you can listen to my voice. And for people who really want to focus and read, you can kindly share the slide. So with this, I have just around a few slides to go through, precisely maybe 19 or so, and I won't take much of your time. So this is slide number 2. It talks about understanding CSR and the conceptual origins. Corporate social responsibility originated as an expression of voluntary philanthropy, wherein wealthy individuals and corporate entities contributed towards the welfare of marginalized and underprivileged sections of society. The idea was rooted in ethical responsibility rather than statutory obligation, with an emphasis on giving back to society and supporting inclusive development. CSR in the Indian developmental context. I just want to make sure that I'm going along, because this IT thing, sometimes it goes backward and forward, so that's why I'm turning back to see at the stage, on the screen. India, being a welfare state, places social and economic justice at the core of its development philosophy. In this context, corporate social responsibility aligns naturally with national objectives of inclusive growth, poverty alleviation, and social development. The presence of a strong public sector further reinforces the importance of socially responsible economic activity. CPSEs and social responsibility. Central public sector enterprises were established not only as commercial entities, but also as instruments of national development. Many CPSEs operate in remote, backward, and strategically important regions of the country. As a result, social responsibility and community development have historically been embedded in the functioning and ethos of CPSEs. CSR as an inherent feature of CPSEs. Beyond supporting local economies through employment generation and infrastructure creation, CPSEs have consistently demonstrated social sensitivity. Their engagement in education, healthcare, skill development, and community welfare reflects a long-standing commitment to national priorities and the upliftment of disadvantaged communities. CSR by CPSEs before statutory mandate. Much before the enactment of the Companies Act 2013, CPSEs were actively involved in CSR and philanthropic activities in their operational areas. These initiatives were driven by institutional values rather than regulatory requirements, highlighting that CSR was a practice reality within CPSEs well before it became a legal mandate. Now coming to Companies Act 2013 and CSR. The Companies Act 2013 marked a significant milestone by making CSR expenditure mandatory for companies meeting specific financial criteria. The Act institutionalized CSR by prescribing minimum expenditure requirements and defining permissible activities under Schedule 7. CPSEs having prior experience in social engagement were well positioned to adapt to this statutory framework. Minimum 2% of the average net profits, and Schedule 7 defined permissible activities. Role of the Department of Public Enterprises, DPE. The Department of Public Enterprises, under Ministry of Finance, as the nodal department of CPSEs, plays a pivotal role in shaping and guiding CSR practices of CPSEs. DPE provides policy directions, formulates guidelines, and ensures that CSR activities of CPSEs align with national development priorities. DPE's early CSR guidelines. In the early years of the 21st century, the Department of Public Enterprises laid down structured rules and procedures for CSR implementation by CPSEs. These guidelines brought uniformity, accountability, and strategic direction to CSR efforts, and subsequently formed the foundation for CSR provisions incorporated in the Companies Act 2013. CPSEs and balanced regional development. Given their widespread geographical presence, CPSEs play a crucial role in promoting balanced regional development in accordance with national priorities. CSR initiatives undertaken in the periphery of operational areas contribute to addressing regional disparities, strengthening local infrastructure, and improving access to essential services in underserved regions. This is a table, a chart indicating the achievements, the CSR expenditure. And we can all see that it has been going up, increasing steadily. And we also have another figure given on the themes. And this expenditure under the themes have also been going up year by year. The scope of CSR activities. CSR initiatives of CPSEs span a wide range of activities as prescribed under Schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013. These include healthcare, nutrition, education, skill development, women empowerment, environmental sustainability, and community development, thereby contributing directly to nation-building efforts. Annual CSR themes introduced by DPE. To enhance focus and collective impact, the Department of Public Enterprises announces annual CSR themes for CPSEs. This thematic approach ensures that CSR resources are strategically aligned with national priorities and enables sustained intervention in critical development sectors. As for 24-25, the theme is awaited, and it will be announced very shortly. So here is a year-wise annual themes announced by TBE way back to 2018-19 to the current 2024-25, and of course 25-26, as I said, is awaited. So we find here school education and health care, and then nutrition, and then we have this healthcare continues to be there. And in the last year, we have this PM intensive scheme, which is adopted by 43 CPSEs. Top 500 companies based on CSR expenditure, out of which 43 are central public sector enterprises. So how the team started in 2018, little background on that. A significant milestone for CSR of CPSEs. The year 2018 marked a critical turning point in the CSR landscape of CPSEs. In this year, the Government of India launched the Aspirational District Program, which aims to rapidly transform 112 underdeveloped districts by improving socio-economic indicators to accelerate development, while simultaneously the Department of Public Enterprises introduced a structured thematic approach to CSR planning. Together, these initiatives brought strategic focus, geographical targeting, and outcome orientation to CSR intervention of CPSEs. Mapping of CPSEs presence with aspirational districts. The Department of Public Enterprises facilitated the mapping of CPSEs with aspirational districts. This mapping enabled CPSEs efficient implementation of CSR projects and better monitoring of outcomes at the district and block levels. CSR activities of CPSEs strongly contribute towards upliftment of the deprived and marginalized communities and foster inclusive growth of aspirational districts. Capacity building and knowledge sharing, regional workshops. The Department of Public Enterprises regularly organizes conclaves and workshops to strengthen the capacity of CSR officials of CPSEs. Department organized 2 national conclaves in New Delhi in 2023 and 24, as well as 6 regional workshops in Bhubaneswar, Varanasi, Ranchi, Raipur, Hyderabad, and Guwahati, in collaboration with UNICEF. 7th workshop in this series is scheduled on December 23rd, 2025 at Bhopal. Entire length and breadth of India is covered through the regional workshops. These platforms facilitate knowledge sharing, dissemination of best practices, and collaborative learning, thereby improving the overall quality of CSR implementation. Now I'm coming to my last slide. DPE as an enabler of impactful CSR. The Department of Public Enterprises has emerged as key enabler in institutionalizing and strengthening CSR practices of CPSEs. Through strategic guidelines, thematic focus, and emphasis on aspirational regions, DPE has ensured that CSR functions not merely as a compliance mechanism, but as a meaningful contributor to India's socio-economic development and the vision of inclusive and sustainable growth. Thank you. Jai Hind.